Hey, non-existent viewers. I know what you're thinking. You're gonna fail us, Quinn. It's already... How late is it? Okay, phone won't tell me. It's like 11 or something? I don't know. There's no way he's gonna post a second video today. Ha! So I did do all those things that I said that I was gonna do, basically. And I did get this video. And I will get, another update, the big update video, well, not sort of a big update, but a big video rather, whatever, I'll get that out tomorrow. But anyway, I decided to I was thinking about making a video while I was out and about with Sam, but it turns out we didn't really walk through town much. Sam, well, it took a while because he had some arrangements already made, even though he asked me if I wanted to go with him. So he had to wait a little. So I had some time to look around at bikes, and if you haven't already noticed, things have moved around again, which I'll explain in a minute. But, it took a little longer, so I had time to do all that and mess around with all this. And we didn't actually spend as long in town because, well, originally we were going to stop at Home Depot, but he didn't have any money on him. He forgot all of his money. So we didn't have really any purpose in going there. If you've noticed some stuff sitting around, though, that's new, which you probably haven't because I haven't made an update in forever, so you wouldn't know it's new. I got some stuff there, and I got it all for free. That sounded stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down. And I'm gonna stand up in a second. So, yes. He also got a Tube Pro Weed Whacker bike. If you didn't know this, which you didn't, of course, because I haven't made an update in forever, Matt and I, my friend Matt and I, we bought 3 Weed Whackers. And we are doing motorized bikes with them. And I had one that I was originally going to do, but then I did an entirely different project on it. And I could post all the videos for that, because I have been recording everything I've been doing. I just haven't uploaded any videos at all. Which is why I'm doing it this way now, just through the YouTube app. Pretty simple. Nothing fancy, I don't care. I helped him with his weed whacker. You can probably see fuel tubes everywhere. We replaced the fuel lines. And it wasn't idling the right way, so the guy at the shop, it's actually a nice shop. I might go back for some parts for the DRM. They have some pretty quality engines there, or at least they have they have, I don't know, 500 weed whackers, or a lawnmower sitting outside, 500 or so, maybe a little more, a little less, they're a lot. So yeah, they tuned it up because it wasn't idling the right way. Turns out we just forgot to adjust something the right way. So yeah, then we went to Lowriders, the bike shop, which, I guess if you know where Lowriders is, now you know what area I live in, although you don't know how close it is to me. You don't know how far out of the way I go to get bike parts. I guess I should probably explain why I've moved everything around with the DRM, but, do I do that first, or do I? No, I'm going to explain the bike parts first. I'm going to show off my bike parts first. I'll keep the suspense up. So, they have a scrap bin outside. I found a whole buttload of parts in there. I got 2 new... There they are. I got 2 new derailleurs. This one, it's missing all the gears and it's not that great. I need it to tension the chain on Matt's weed whacker bike though, so I'll probably just use it for that. This one, I was thinking about replacing the one on the Barracuda because that one's junk, but I am going to explain. I might actually use it on the DRM. Picked up a cassette because there are a bunch of cassettes in there, a lot of them, and so I just picked up a random one. I figured, why not? I might use it. I didn't actually ever bother to look at first. It's just a standard 7-speed, nothing fancy. I think it's a Shimano. Yeah, whatever. I found the hub for a wheel that has a disc brake. I thought that was kind of cool. I think I could probably use it for something, or if I really wanted to, I could build a wheel, but that's a bit beyond my skill level. But I'll still have it. So if I end up wanting to build a wheel for some reason, I haven't already used it for something else, got that. I got a seat post, which they're always nice to have, but also there's a way I might be able to use this with the DRM, which I'll also explain. And I'm making a mess now, whatever. Got a front derailleur. It's not an amazing derailleur. It's just an ordinary lag there. It's just an ordinary Shimano, but I figure I have a couple bikes that I could use it on, including the one beach cruiser build that I did. I found some fancy looking shifters that have they have indicators on them, and they're thumb shifters, so I could put them onto something. It looks like maybe the cable got stuck inside or something. I don't really know. They replaced them for some reason, but I can get them working. And of course there's a second one. Oh, they're 9 speeds. I didn't actually bother to look at that part. Well, it's not useful since I don't have a 9-speed shifter, but yeah. Because this one's for the high and low gears. It's pretty nice. I like that. I got a crank set. I didn't get the other crank arm, which is kind of stupid, but it's in good shape and stuff. I really should have grabbed a lot more parts. Saved a bunch. I mean, I'm sure they'll still be there if I wanted to go tomorrow. If I really wanted to go. I got part of a disc brake, which I figure if I don't use it for something random, I could actually use it as a disc brake. Not that I have ever worked with disc brakes or have any other parts for a disc brake, but it's there now. And finally I got this fork, which is painted a pretty nice black. It's just an old threaded fork with V-brakes. You can see that it's bent. I probably wouldn't use it as an actual fork, but I might use it on the DRM, because I'll also show you that there's some pretty useful stuff you can make with forks that sort of involves bending them and combining them with other parts. So almost to the DRM now. I'll get there in a second. In fact, maybe I'll just post this video and then upload a second one, because this is sort of, what did I start off talking about? Oh, what I did today when I went out and found parts. This bike right here, part of the DRM, which I'll explain in a minute. I need to saw a bike in half and seal it together using flex tape. No, I just have to saw it in half. And I don't actually know if I'm sawing this in half, but I asked the bike shop if they had any bikes that they didn't need anymore. Or not that, but I asked them if there are any free bikes. No, I asked them how much it cost to get a bike that I could saw in half. That was it. Because they didn't have any out on the free bike rack. And the guy was like, oh, I can just find you one for free. And I thought he wasn't, or that he's just going to do that. I thought they didn't have any at the moment. He's going to come out later. When I was walking to the car, he walked out the door and handed this thing to me. So, I guess if you're curious, it's just a Rally Eva 2, 2.0, which I looked up, and it's a decent bike. I mean, it's sort of just a department. Nah, it's like a low-end bike shop bike, which I know because it has the sticker for the other bike shop in town. I don't know how it ended up going from bike shop to bike shop. Why they didn't just bring it back to the other one, but things happen, I guess. Yeah. So this bike, so it was free. And what was broken on it? It's missing the derailleur, which is why I'm thinking I need to use one of those. It's missing both of the wheels. I think it's a 26-inch bike, though, after I looked. Minus the derailleur and the back wheel missing, The back end's pretty much fine. Up here on the handlebars, you can, well, you can't really see this, but this handlebar, you can sort of tell it's bent upwards a little bit, the actual lever. I could probably fix it if I really had any reason to. Somebody took apart the casing on the shifter, something happened with that, so that's gone. But the real damage is up here, because the fork was clearly like ran over or something by a car. So the fork is trashed. And I was contemplating whether or not I should just try to find a new fork and some wheels for this bike and put it back together again. I have a lot of people I could give it to then. I have a friend, Anjay, I might have mentioned before. I have Anjay and he needs a new bike. I don't know if he'd want a woman's bike, but I could do that, or someone else, but I'm thinking that I'm just going to use it. Oh, I kicked that over. I'm thinking I'm probably just going to use it for myself because it had, or not for me riding it, but I mean, I'm going to steal all the parts off of it because I don't care about my friends and I like having good parts. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's a threadless headset. I can't talk. I was going to say that I haven't worked with them, but our faithful steed, the Barracuda, has one. I sort of have taken it apart a little bit, but I haven't really messed with it too much. I'm more familiar with threaded ones, since most of my bikes are pieces of junk that have threaded headsets. Well, anyway, this video is 12 minutes long, and usually that's not really that long. And I could just say, okay, I'll just start talking about the DRM now, but I feel like the point, it wouldn't make much sense, so I'm going to stop this video here, and it's just going to be titled something about how I went about getting parts today, and also helping my friends fix things. And then right when I'm done typing in the little short description that I don't really care about, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a video right after that, so like in the next couple minutes after right now, / after when I upload it, which will be a couple minutes from now, I will make a video about the DRM. Because if you haven't noticed, everything's all flipped around. I have a random bike out, which isn't actually random. This is the bike that I originally had for it, which I'll explain why, but I'm not actually using it for it now. And yes, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Yay. Yeah.